Welcome. Yeah, okay, sit up. I'll wait for you. And I'll wait for you too. And I'll wait for you too. Well, why don't you put it on pause if you're not ready and start it over? I can be wound up and rewound up, and at the end, the same result. Still very difficult to understand, but you still know it's a game. It's a game about everything, about games people play. If there were 1,000 people that tried out and failed, is there a chance they passed? The chance they passed is they failed. Either passed or they failed. It's what's next. It's not what happened. If I said 300 people came to the bat and they all struck out, did anybody get a hit? No, they all struck out. Anyways, I'm going to make this very short because it's bothering me. And I'm going to try to make maybe 100 different videos for 1 minute, and I won't pull the bull crap on you guys to start it off, okay? Take a look at this. We have two dice, 6 and 6 become 12, but that's not what I'm going for. When I add the 1 to 12 for the extension, okay, which is the greatest and the least I can do, because don't you remember, and when you take pictures and they snap a picture, they always get the person who's on the far left to run around to the other side so it balances out the picture? Well, this is the same thing. Once you added her here and becomes 13, your actual calculation is move your 1 back over here and take it away from here, because now it's in the 100 position. She has her own realm because that's where she is over here. But now we just stuck her a little closer. So we're looking for A and M, 1 to 13, or K11, 13, M. K and 13 is 24 hours in the day, which reverts to 86. 8 and 6 is the power of 76, and that's the odds when you play in craps. I'm going to be doing the 12 Days of Christmas. This is how it all began. When I started the 12 Days of Christmas, I had to put first and the last day together for 13. That's why sometimes 13 is lucky or unlucky, because it's a false flag. It's the roof in all actuality. If you have floor number 12, then you automatically have a floor number 13. You just might not have the roof. The roof might stop on floor number 12, but you're on top of the roof on floor number 13. The other thing I wanted to say, when you do get the 12 Days of Christmas, if you are using 1 towards 12, the total of 1 to 12 equals to 78. 7 and 8, the two cards are the same cards. It equals to the egg of man. When one egg is made, man lives in his world under 8, but number 7 card will only have 1 dot. 7 times 8 is 56. 7 plus 8 is 15, equals to that 17. For the queen in my last video. I don't want to tell you any more than that. Because we have 78 and it equals 13, add the 13 and 78, we have 91. It's the word spirit. And 13 times 13 weeks. 13. Excuse me. 13 weeks at 7 days equals to 91. 91 is for the word spirit. There are 4 suits, but the diamond is the heart, so you only need 3, because the third point, you're the triangle. Your triangle holds a 1 spirit inside of it. The top part of your triangle become your shoulders. The bottom part of your triangle, they're your hips. They connect to the bottom part of your waistband. So the 2 triangles that they're underneath is part is shaped for your hips and part is shaped for the bottom of your legs, because the triangle just empties out and it shows a void because it only gives you the hips. The void is the space, because on the side your legs will be moving on the double triangle. I'll just try and do it here if I could. And more or less like this. Here's your shoulders. And then if you want to do it upside down, we can do the same thing. It'd be a little different for the women. Maybe one goes the other way. But this will be 3. You flip it the other way. I'm going to show you one more time. When you put it like this, it almost looks like 2 arms and 2 legs. Here's your head and here's your dick face. Now, I'm not fooling around. I'm just telling you the way it is. So we counted this. Now, there was one other thing I wanted to say. I just want to go back. for a second, or two, or three. Have you ever looked at AM 1000 is M 1 to 13 positions? 1 to 13, what we just did before? AM 1 to 13, which automatically means we need a connection. We need an H. We need two zeros to come together. We need the 8 because they're two separate dice cubes. You only can get 6. Unless if you're playing with more, you can't. We have the octagon, we have the square cube, we have the basics. Anything you add on comes in creation. Okay, we have to start from the beginning. First there was 1, right? Or then there was 10. 1 came with 9. Oh, 1 came with 9. Yeah, in my body, and I landed up on this earth, so I got 2 more, and I made from something. Who I am and what I'm made out of is 2 different things. Ham and cheese, AM, 13 position. The difference between 13, 1 and 3 is 4. Letter M, 4 is letter D. If I go 8 back and I'm playing pool, it'd be M, and it'd be the 5th letter E. It'd be M and E. It says me. The difference between 5 and 13 and 8 and 5 and 13, 5 is E, M is M, 13 equal 18 R. It says mayor. It says your mother. When you take the 8, which is the disposition in between to connect together, you have AH, AM. But if you had it with cheese, you'd have Hashem. Chemical, haven. Ashes. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Ash me. Hash me. Anyways, fooling around. Here's what it is. 8 and 13 again. Between 8 and 13, there's a distance of 5. H, A, C. The first part of Hashem, H-A-C. The distance of 5 is the E, and the totality of the largest and the smallest number equals, of the last number is 13. If you want to use it, it's Hashem and Hashah, which would be the resident angel. I missed showing you something before, and this is out of the blue. These are all, if you see these, all these dark numbers are numbers that were in the roulette. There's red and there's black. But when we create this design, okay, these numbers are exactly what they should be. This is 19 and this is 16. So I color them both in because they're both the same color. This is black, this is reds, this is reds, this is black. This is the train that pulls them. See, it sort of looks like the chalice. Oh yeah, that's it. I said just enough and maybe a little too much again. But everything that has ever been said in the time of man has a place for some reason or another. What we use and how much we don't need is a different story. Not what I know. You don't have to watch any of this. I've mentioned it 100 times before. It's what you know and what you can tell me to make it all better, because if you're watching me and you want it to be better, well, it's only with you can anything get better, because I can't think of what you might be thinking because I'm not thinking it. If I was, you wouldn't be thinking anymore. You'd be asking me a question or just thinking about it some more. That's how it works. It can never be me, because if I never ask that question that needs to be asked, it'll never be asked. I'll never think about it. I'll never know until time. But when you make time come closer together, finding the pieces of what you think in the same period of time that I'm thinking really connect to something special, because it's in that period of time. But when you let at a certain gap, you know what I'm saying? Because once you can get it right here, you can remember it. Let the gap get bigger. Oh, you're back on it. Oh, you did it again. And you sort of pick up on these things. Okay, I'm going to be writing down a few more things here. What did I want to say? Where's that? I did a video yesterday Oh, that's crazy. July 4th. 7th month, 4th day, right? What if it was July 13th? 13, 1 plus 3 creates 4. And it's also AC. They're also both red. Angel and Man. Angel Creator. Canada, AC/DC. LA. You follow me? Maybe we can make it the 7th month. Maybe why don't we change it to the 4th month? Because we can't go to the 13th month. There is none. It's such a perfect number, isn't it? So we go to April. April what? April 4th? No. We go to April 7th. Why? Because April is the 4th month, and the 7th day would be July. But you know what's really weird? Is that my brother's born on July 13th, and my sister's born on April 7th. I put one backwards, I put the other one forward. Hallelujah, you want to know what happened? In between that, I got sick. Somewhere in that month, the month of May. So don't count April, and don't count July. And my parents got married in June, and I came to Earth in May. On the 5th of May of 2005, I arrived in Earth. I am now an Earthling, and I'm going to make fun of that. And the reason I say that is because I never thought like this before, and I only really became knowledgeable at that point in time in my life, at the age of 41 and 7 months. 147 in between 23 and 89. 147, or is it 159? We're not going to get into it. I overdid this video. Zigzag, tick tock, gotta go.